This is Eason's first time doing scent work in the round pen. We finally got access to it, and you can tell she's anxious. There's a dog barking, and the wind is blowing, and she spent way too much time trotting around in complete dysfunction. Her feet are terrible, and I've only just managed to get a shoer signed up for her. So you can see she's tearing around in dysfunction. I asked her to turn around after she'd done a couple of rounds because I don't want her to keep going in that dysfunction. And she continued to trot and show that she wasn't able to soothe herself. So I decided to bring her in.
So here's
I
Eason.
then spent In this clip, I've brought Eason out again. This is 2 days later, and unfortunately, I didn't get video of the day before. I brought her out, the wind wasn't blowing, and the dog didn't start barking right away, so she started exploring and then realized there were treats on the tarp. And so when the dog did bark, she was less concerned. And so this is 2 days later, or the day after that, and I've brought her out again, and she goes right to the tarp immediately. And then she starts getting anxious, and you can see that her go-to is for her shoulders to quiver. You can see them quivering right there. And when she gets worried, you know she's worried because her shoulders shake. But she self-soothes. She releases some tension and she drops her head. And you can see here she has a moment of anxiety. She actually gets scared and leaves. And once again, she's looking around, but she's not tearing around the round pen anymore. She's just looking and standing still and smelling. And then after a moment, she takes a breath and she does a calming signal right there, that lick and chew. And then she goes, oh, you know what? I can go back to the tarp. So she's learning to self-soothe. And you'll see she spends quite a bit of time. I've sped it up for you, but she spends quite a bit of time looking for food. Every now and again she looks up, but then she goes right back. She's moving things around to get to the treats underneath them. She hasn't figured out that she can knock the cone over and there'll be a treat. But that's okay. She'll get there.